Okay, let's get started on our written practice. Number 1 reads, there are 5 desks in the room. Ashley put 3 books on each desk. Draw the books on the desks and how many books are there all together. So let's go back and underline the important information. 5 desks, 3 books on each desk. So she wants to know how many books all together. So let's go ahead and draw the 5 desks. And then we've got to put 3 books on each desk. So for our number sentence, we start with how many groups we have. So we have 5 groups. So let's go ahead and write 5. And remember, we write groups of with the times symbol. So 5 groups of, so that's 5 times. And we have how many in each group? Yes, 3. So it would be 5 groups of 3. 5 times 3 equals how many? Get ready. Yes, 15. So we have 15 books all together. So I'm going to write 15 books. And the answer again is 15 books. Number 2, you're to measure the vertical line segment on the left using centimeters. So the vertical means up and down, and this is the one on the left. And if we were to get our ruler out and measure from the top to the bottom, we would measure 7 centimeters. So let's go ahead and write 7 centimeters over here. So measure the vertical line segment on the right using centimeters. We would measure from here to here. And we know it's going to be less than 7 because obviously it's a shorter line. So we measure that with our ruler. And we find that we have 4 centimeters. The next one says measure the horizontal line segment using centimeters. So horizontal meaning side by side, from here to here. That measures to be 4 centimeters as well. Looks like the same distance from there to there and there to there. So we're going to measure the oblique line segment. Remember, oblique means the slanted line, using centimeters. So that's from here to here. Get out our rulers, and that line segment measures 5 centimeters. Now we need to figure out what the perimeter of the shape is. Remember, the perimeter is adding all the sides up together to get the measure of the whole shape, the perimeter. So we had 7 here, 4 down here, and 5 up here. So we just add 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4, which equals 20 centimeters. Number 3 asks, trace a pair of perpendicular line segments in problem 2 using a red crayon. Perpendicular. What do we remember about perpendicular? Perpendicular line segments intersect, and they always have what? Yes, they always have a right angle. So this is how we indicate a right angle. So if we're going to trace the line segments that have a right angle with a red crayon, we're going to trace this one and this one. Okay, number 4. On Monday, the children read 2 pages. On Tuesday, they read 4 pages. And on Wednesday, they read 6 pages. And if the pattern continues, how many pages will they read on Friday? So let's look at the pattern. 2, 4, 6. Looks like the pattern is a +2 pattern. So Thursday would be what number? Yes, it would be 8 pages. And that would make Friday, get ready, 10 pages. So the answer is 10 pages. Number 5, write 617 using digits. What would we write? Think about it. 617, so 617. So we need to write this number in expanded form. How should we do that? Think about it. Yes, we'll write 600 for the hundreds plus 10 for the tens plus 7 for the ones. So we have 600 plus 10 plus 7 is 617 in expanded form. Let's move on to number 6 to find the answers to these problems. We have 362 minus 125. Feel free to pause this video and go ahead and do these problems on your own and then press play and check your work. All right, so 362 minus 125. We cannot take 5 from 2, so we need to get a 10 from over here. Add it to the ones column, so now we have 12 minus 5, which equals 7. We have 5 minus 2 equals 3. 3 minus 1 is 2, so the answer is 237. 549 minus 365. Here we can clearly take 5 from 9, which would be 4. We cannot take 6 from 4, so it looks like we're going to have to borrow from this 5 over here. So I'm going to change that to a 4. Bring that one over here. So 14 minus 6 equals 8. And then 4 minus 3 equals 1. All right, let's go over here and do the ones with the dollar signs and decimals. We do it the same exact way, but we just have to be careful and make sure we bring down our decimal in the right place and keep our dollar sign. So 6 can't be taken from 3, so we'll borrow from the 4. 13 minus 6 is 7. 3 minus 2 is 1. Let's bring that decimal down. And then we've got 6 minus 4 is 2. And let's not forget the dollar symbol. All right, moving over to the last one here, $3.12 plus, watch your symbols, $6.29. So 9 plus 2 is 11. So 2 plus 2 is 4. And 3 plus 6, oh, let's not forget our decimal, 3 plus 6 is 9. And then our dollar sign.